What's up, Turbo users? Today we're going to be talking about something positive about Superchargers, and that's their characters. And the characters specifically are going to be the ones that were reimagined for the game. Now, the ones for Superchargers were mostly, the popular picks, kind of put in a new, different suit with different moves, kind of, and they give them a little bit more feel to them, something that people probably wanted for a long time. The only thing we got to kind of like differently stylized characters were just reposes, and all they got was one little fadangled move. But these are completely different-ish. We'll go through it, obviously. I'm going to talk about, obviously, in line and ranking order of what I think I like the most and what I dislike the most. And I'll still point out the positives and negatives I find for each character, and we'll go through it like that. It's not going to be like an honestly rated video. I'm not going to go through all their moves and deep and like this is purely bias in this one. This is not honestly rated. This is bias rated. Yeah. So, hope you guys enjoy. And if you see the guy in front of us, he is our first, or I guess our last pick. So, in our 8th spot, we have Big Bubble Pop Fizz, right? It's the background thing you've been seeing. And I'll go through the reasons why I hate him. But let's talk about what he is supposed to be, right? Instead of like potions, he has this big ass fucking bubble maker in the back, this big soda maker, and you can make bubbles, you can throw up vomit, or you can throw snot at people. The bubbles is probably my personal favorite one. It's very rapid pace, 28 damage isn't bad for the level that he's at. It goes through enemies, it does solid damage, it's fast paced. The second one is going to be a shotgun vomit blast, which is like orange and gross looking. It does like very little damage, and it just hits a large array. It's supposed to be like a horde killer, but I think the bubble can still do that. The third one is like a snot shooter, and I really couldn't get it to work. I used it a couple times. It just wouldn't hit anything, so I just gave up. It's supposed to like poison enemies when you hit them. I'm pretty sure, at least that's what happened at least one time. I don't know. I physically couldn't get it to work, so that's not a great contention point. And that's like his whole difference between just the original and him. It's just that his different switchable abilities are a lot different, right? Like the potions, they would do stuff on like contact. These are like the whole move changes. Even the beast abilities I really didn't find too fun, right? This shotgun blast one, the orange one, it's him spinning and barfing, so that's like, well, okay, cool. This one sees burping, which is, hitting the funny Garfield, I guess, but does 20 damage. Cool. Like, I guess like a positive I could give to it is like at least the beast mode is just forever, right? That's like one of the things that they try to like just kept like pulling out with like Pop Fizz was just like, hey, we made it longer. Hey, we made it longer. Now they just said, fuck it, we'll just give it to you. And the bubble one gives you like a little bubble shield, which is like, okay, cool. It doesn't. I really don't like how they and I don't like how he just plays in general. It's just they kind of stink. And I definitely think that regular Pop Fizz does stuff way, way better. Number 7 is going to be Sharpshooter Terrafin, which this is a character that actually did get a very significant change. Terrafin, being a standard brawler or up-close fighter, is now a range unit. But is it for the better? For me, personally not. I really did like the satisfying punches of Terrafin. Now, was he certainly like a strong unit? Kinda. Like, he would do a lot of damage, but he would get hit a lot. So, there's that balance there. And with him and now his sharpshooter one, I think he still takes a lot of damage just because he's fucking slow as shit. But, you got projectiles that do a lot less damage. And you see there, like, they swarm, and it makes like a pretty nice looking visual, honestly. Just seeing like the very little rocks like go around and like the blue coming off of it. Like, that's pretty nice. But I don't think it does more than the original Terrafin. Now, to be fair, I do like this one a lot more than Bubble Pop Fizz. I definitely think like I could switch between them and just kind of have fun with both. They both have their ups and downs. But do I still prefer the original one? Yes. And do I feel like the Supercharger character should have at least a little bit more of a priority comparatively to the older ones, just because, they were made for the new game. They should have something that's appealing to them. Yeah. It does suck that with these Supercharger restyles and stuff, they really did just kind of go with the old ones. And that's something you can probably criticize Skylanders for doing, like, throughout their whole thing, is that they usually just pick the popular things, try to rework it a little bit, and then sell it just because they know people would buy another version of it. which kind of stinks. If they really just did kind of like a more different stylized characters more often for characters that don't have anything, I definitely think their, you know, characters could have a lot more fun value to them. Here at number 6, we got Super Shot Stealth Elf. Now, it's another character that changes a lot, and I honestly thought that the characters that changed a lot more would probably be more fun, comparatively to the characters that didn't change a lot, but still got a new moveset. But not really. I don't know. I think the minigun's cool, right? I'm not one of those people that hates on it. You know, a stealth elf, she got a minigun, not really stealthy, but if you kill the person fast enough, who gives a fuck about being stealth? I like the minigun. I definitely do. I like the aspect of it. But the thing I don't like about it is that it's super slow. For a minigun, you expect, like, you know, high fire rate, and it really don't do that. Now, does it do like solid chunks of damage? Yes, it does solid chunks of damage. But I definitely would have just preferred more of like a trigger happy style thing where I get to hold down a button and just the fucking, you know, something like that. I like that a lot more. If I had to compare it to the original, I really don't like original Stealth Elf so much. So maybe I still would probably pick this one a little bit more, but maybe not. I don't know. I definitely like the teleportation more on original, you know, with like the guards and shit there. Yeah, I feel like they really did a lot more. This one, like the minigun turret, at least the path I picked, which I didn't really look at paths, to be honest with you, and maybe there was a better path that would have made the turret a lot more beneficiary to me, but at least the path that I picked originally doesn't really do much. I definitely do like the lock-on though. I like how I don't need to aim, I can just kind of do shit. Whisper's pretty cool, I'm pretty sure that's the soul gem, but yeah. Not as like comparative as like Shark Boy over there. I definitely could pick this one up more comparatively to the original, but that's more of just, again, a preference thing. I just don't really like Stealth Elf in general, like to play, so just having more of a range silly unit is kind of fun, but yeah, still not like up there. Cawing at number 5 is going to be Hurricane Jetvac. I like this one a lot more than original Jetvac, so let's start that off there, right? Is it completely game-changing comparatively to the other Jetvac? No. It's very much the same premise. You got shoot, you got the suck, you get to suck a little, and but actually you don't have a fly anymore, which is a good up. That is very good. I hate the flying shit. I know it was a different time for Skylanders. Flying was just horrible, but I like the shooting a lot more. The razor blades being able to just bounce back kind of just naturally, like that's just something that you were gonna get, is pretty fucking cool. Like, I really like just having projectiles that bounce. The tornado that you can make too, very cool. I like that a lot. And then you can eventually get an upgrade in one of the paths to be able to shoot little blades into it. Like that's amazing. It does a lot of damage, feels nice. And the move that they decided to remove for flying is just like a little bit like a little caca, you know, a little waka, and you fucking fly feet first at your enemy and you push it back, which is another big up. I like the push up thing. The real like criticism I have about him is just like, well, his character and him just don't look different a lot. Like, he isn't too different. Like this definitely could just pass off as just some like random repose just because it looks so similar. And he plays very much like Jetvac. You like Jetvac, you're gonna like this one, no doubt about it, because they're very similar in design and kind of moveset themselves. Oh, the other thing is his sucking. His sucking is way cooler comparatively to the other one that he just naturally has, because this one is more of like a hold, so you get to throw shit off, and I find that super fun, just picking up enemies, fucking flinging them off to the map and watching them just fly, you know? If a bird can fly, why can't everything else, he says, as he launches a poor fucking rat to its utter demise. It's awesome. I like it. Definitely the first one to actually like just have like a definitive, yeah, I would rather pick this than the original. So close to the podium, but yet so far, we have Bone Bash Roller Brawl. Now, this is kind of has the same arguments with Jetvac in the sense that is it very different comparatively to the other one in design and fighting style? No, you know, it's still up close. Two moves are obviously the same, which is, you know, the punchy punch and then like the dash roll where it has like the little hug of everything right there. Those were from the original moveset. I really do like how she plays though, and if it wasn't for the other ones, she definitely would have been up there. She has the two styles of fighting where she has obviously her like pink fucking things on her, and then she just has, if you throw them out, which is the one completely nice new move, she will have a different moveset with it, you know? So if you throw them out, you just do rapid punches. This ones are a lot more slower, but a lot more damage. And then if you also have them thrown out, you can just do like a nice little rollerblade jog at your enemies. And it doesn't do a lot of damage, but still fun, you know? You zoom. You're just fucking zooming. Look at me. I'm zooming. Another one, you get to send out a kiss and get health back. Who doesn't like free health? You know, it helps a lot. Is it a lot of health? No, it's like 4, but you can spam it a little bit, and you know what? It probably would rack up quite fast if you just kept doing it over and over and over. If you're able to keep out your blades out for a lot longer, yeah, it would definitely be very beneficial. And I really do like how she plays. I really did have some fun playing with her. I had like 5 minutes of clippage just because I was just having fun. But I think the other 3, the ones that made it onto the podium, just have a little bit more spark to them. Yeah. If she was just... Oh, and let me just also say, this was the one character out of all of them that weren't fucking just some popular character, right? As in, like, media. Like, we had Pop-Fizz, which was really popular with media. Stealth Elf, you know, one of the popular ones from the first game. Jetvac became one of the popular ones. And then, obviously, the other ones we'll get to are all just popular from media. And she was unique. So, another good prompts. Good job, Roller Roll. You know, that might be too different, but you're different enough for me. Here at number 3, getting that bronze medal is Double Dare Trigger Happy. And we'll go through the positives. Obviously, as we go up, there's not as many negatives as I can say because I like them. Double Dare Trigger Happy is just really fitting for the character, right? Like, I physically could not see Trigger Happy being a physical character in the first place, so obviously they're going to keep him into our range. Cool. He has his basic move, and it's the same. It still feels the same. It's cool. It's got a nice fiery effect. Nice. But everything else is completely different. You know, we have a couple more physical attributes to him, you know. The little sparkler thing that goes around him isn't really a ranged thing. And the cool-ass fucking just sending yourself type thing, it fits the character a lot. He is a crazy-ass dude. Why would he not be a crazy-ass stuntsman? That just makes sense. And I think they nailed it perfectly on this guy. I like his little suit. He looks silly. He does look a little off. I feel like if you compared him to every other version before Superchargers, he just looks a little off for some reason. I don't know if that's just the picture itself, where it's just, I think his eyes. His eyes just look a little weird to me or something. But I definitely like it. Right? It isn't much of a change comparatively to the ones later. But I like it. I like it. It's enough change. It is exactly the amount of change you probably should have for a character like this, just to make sure that they don't feel like they're branching too far off of what they're supposed to be and what they originally are. And most characters usually do have something that originated from their original moveset. And just keeping the pistol thing, where you get to hold it instead of like rings coming out, is just a big fire hoop that you get to go through. Cool. I like it. But I'm not a really big Trigger Happy fan, so, you know, he's at 3. Just barely missing the number 1 spot is Lava Lance Eruptor. This is a character that got a lot of change. Last couple characters we've been seeing usually stuck to their rough format of who they were and what they did. But Lava Lance Eruptor said, fuck that, I'm going to bring out his fucking lance, apparently, the Lava Lance. And I find it to be such a cool thing. So, Eruptor, you know, range character, a lot of rangey everything. This is completely different, right? He is up in your face in almost every single thing. There's nothing really here that mimics the original form, and I like it. The only thing you could say that really like links up is 1, the lava, but 2 is the barf that he does on the ground. But is it really the same? It isn't like a lava pool. It isn't something that's supposed to like deter enemies from just getting in there and hurting them for a little bit. This is like a homing missile. This shit is what fucking destroyed the dinosaurs. It's just fucking full-on assault with lava pellets. And I find that cool. I like that a lot more than the lava puddles. I think this is a definite, like, way better version of Eruptor. You usually hear people say Raptor really isn't that great, and maybe it really isn't, but I really think Lava Lancer Raptor made him a lot better. The biker attitude to him, yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it. They kind of made him a dunce later on, you know, he's just very stupid for Academy and shit, but I think what he was like originally was, it fits a lot. Good little biker man. I like his outfit, super nice. And he did everything right, and so what would I like say was the reason why he doesn't fall into the number 1? It's preference, my friends. I like his moveset, but I don't love it. You know, it's not something I can just like, I would want to like get really good at and like just play all the time. I definitely would play it more than just the original Raptor, yes. But, I don't know. There's something about it that just feels a little stale after a little while, comparatively to the one that is at number 1. Which is the good old Deep Dive Gill Grunt. I love this guy. One is his looks. I love the whole fucking feel for him. I love it. I really do. And he changed a bunch too. Like I said, I really wanted the reimaginings of these characters to be different. It's a nice way to put a new spin onto a character that's been pre-existing and probably had, you know, obviously not a lot of change over the years. And Deep Gill Grunt is exactly what I wanted. There is not like a single inch of his harpoon anywhere. This is a fully Atlantean fish. And I love it. It's all dealing with electricity, and the way he has his jetpack still in here, right? Because the jetpack shit was a sad phase for Skylanders. I hate the jetpacks. I hate everything when it's flying. Took a nice spin onto it. And he has the fucking dick stabber right there that goes wacko mode. I love that move too. This move goes insane-o, this electricity move. Again, I didn't really look. I'm not trying to like rate all these moves all of one, but it was just like out of the moment, out of the spur, how much fun can I have with these characters? And I really do like Gill Grunt. I feel like you can just put a bunch of things everywhere. This is his fucking water move. Look at me. I'm just spinning around for fun. I just hit a little bit of a rollerblade action, just going around in circles. I love him. I love how he acts. I love the feel of him. I like how different he is comparatively to the other ones. They did beautifully. And like the figure, the fucking trident, like everything about him, his car, if I just had to like throw it in, just like let's keep dogpiling shit on there. He has a nice horde control with the electricity he has. You can just do this and just keep shit in the air if you really wanted to. Yeah, he's got multiple playstyles you need. You got the cheese, the strategy, and you know, I can't really think of any other off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure there's more. I don't know. I love him. And that's my list. Deep Dive Gill Grunt's number 1, and I despise Big Bubble Guy because he kind of stinks. But maybe you guys have it reversed. Maybe you guys have it flipped. So I want you to tell me now, who is your favorite Supercharger and why? Just give me a little reasoning. I gave you mine. I feel like it's fair to, you know, we trade. So thank you guys for watching. Tell me if there's anything else you want me to rank and just hear my opinions about. I like to share my opinions, even if you don't like hearing them. It's a fun little ordeal. I like talking. It's like nice little yap chip chap. So, thanks for listening, and hope you guys have a great day. And I hope to see you in the next one. And also subscribe.